So this problem, I give you a function h, but I don't tell you what exactly the formulation of it. I simply tells you that's a multiplication of two pieces. And the first function, g of x, is marked in blue, and the black function is my f of x. I want to find the derivative of the function h evaluated at different points. So let me take one of those as example for demonstration purpose, so you should be able to finish the rest if this one makes sense. Well, think about it. If you have h of x as f of x times g of x, it's quite obvious if you were to look for the derivative, you are supposed to find it with the help of product rule because it's a multiplication between two functions. So here goes our product rule. Once I have my product rule, I'm not asking what's f prime of x, I'm asking what's f prime of 3 in particular. So I'm going to say, okay, if I plug in 3, then this is exactly what I'm looking for. So technically, what I'm asking you to find is what's f prime of 3, what's g of 3, what's f of 3, and what's g prime of 3. If you can find all four numbers, we are all set. You have different ways to identify those numbers. So let's start with the simpler one. How do I find the particular function value, f of 3 or g of 3? Well, technically, you are looking for the height of this point and the height of that point. You either say, I can read the graph directly from it, or I can use some kind of geometry study help me to identify those values. Or the most standardized, but not necessarily the simplest method is this. So let's try to find my graph. My f of x goes from here to here, right? So my f of x goes across 2 points. This point is 2, 3. And the other point is 4, 0. So I can find the description of f of x pretty easily. The slope of it is 0 minus 3 over 4 minus 2, which is negative 3 over 2. So the equation of the line is y minus 0 equals negative 3 over 2x minus 4. Everyone should be able to find the equation of the line very easily or very efficiently. So the height, the function value, is negative 3 over 2 multiplied by x minus 4. So if you want to find what's f of 3, it's just a matter of substitution. So you end up with 3 over 2. And if you want to find what's derivative, well, the derivative of this function, which is essentially the slope of the line, is negative 3 over 2, which is the same at every single point. So you got your f of 3, you got your f prime of 3. So the next thing you want to find out is what is going on with the g function. The g function goes through the point 0, 3, and it goes through the point 4, 0. So in order to find your g, you have 0, 3, and you have 4, 0. So the slope of it is 3 minus 0, 0 minus 4, which is negative 3 over 4, which, by the way, is supposed to be the derivative everywhere, including the point of 3, because it's a straight line. The slope does not change at all. And the other things, you want to find g of x, which means you want to find the expression of the line g, which is y minus 0 equals negative 3 over 4 times x minus 4. So g of x minus 0 is negative 3 over x, x minus 4. That is to say, if you want to find g of 3, it's supposed to be negative 3 over 4 times negative 1, which is 3 minus 4, right? Negative 1. So you end up with 3 over 4. So you find the two other numbers you are supposed to be looking for. So all you need to do now is put them into the right position. So h prime of 3 is f prime of 3, which is negative 3 over 2, multiplied by g of 3, which you found as 3 over 4. Add to f of 3 you found it as 3 over 2. And then multiply by g prime of 3. G prime of 3 is negative 3 over 2. So once you have this, you can simplify and get your final answer. This is how we do the discussion at the point of 3. Of course, you can do the similar discussion at the point of 2, which technically the answer does not exist because f prime of 2 have contradicting behavior on the left and right, so derivative doesn't exist. But at the point of 1, you're going to pick those two lines to help you to wrap up your discussion, which will be identical procedure, except you are going to choose a different 2 points to produce your expression of the f of x. Hence, some numbers will be changed, right? Okay, so hopefully by explaining part C, you are able to solve problem part A and part B as well. As a matter of fact, problem number 10 is roughly speaking the same idea, which use quotient rule, I believe, so you want to attempt that one as well.